Okay.
Look, I gotta be going. I couldn't.
Um.
I used.
Okay. Right. Okay. Yeah. You have a wire I need.
Hello again. What? I'm looking for Sean Fitzgerald. Have you seen him?
Never heard of him.
Don't you come from?
None of
Yeah,
your...
right.
I'm
No,
from
he's
California.
not.
That's your problem.
If I was a woman, I wouldn't think much of a wire necklace.
It's not made for a woman. I've got my sights on tastier dishes than women. Flesh as smooth and tender as a maiden's. Bones as soft and
What the
white
hell are you talking about?
as a newborn babe's. Rabbit, lad. That's what gets my juices flowing.
Right. Okay.
Can you identify this tool?
No.
Do you want to trade for some?
Could you use this towel?
I could, but it wouldn't be much use for anything else.
Did you ever see Fitzgerald at Peagram's Dig?
I never
Okay,
heard
you're
of
just being a
either of
weirdo
them.
now. Okay.
Hey, would you like to shake my... no, on second thought, forget it.
So I need to get that wire off him. How am I going to get that wire off him? He wants rabbits.
I'll see you later.
Hello. How you doing?
Hi, do you speak English?
Well, no. What if I was to say no? An implication of cognizance shrouded in denial. A pretty
Whoa.
poser of a paradox indeed.
I gave him the look I'd perfected when I was 12 and was going to be the greatest hypnotist of all time. It was a killer.
Are you attempting to hypnotize me, or is it the constipation you're suffering?
I was a little out of practice.
Tell me about the car.
Did you happen to see a red sports car down on the road?
I caught a glimpse of a flash of red on
Aye.
the hill and heard the racket. Sure, it was an awful noise. A sports car, you say?
A Ferrari, to be exact.
A racing car? And what was it doing here? The poor fella must have been lost.
The
Yeah, so he
driver of the
was.
Ferrari was involved in an accident.
Is that so?
Yeah, he knocked somebody down outside the bar.
What an idiot! How could a thing like that happen?
He was traveling too fast.
So fast, he ran right under the car?
I mean, the car was traveling too fast.
But you'd have thought the idiot could have heard it coming.
Maybe you know the guy who was hit by the Ferrari. His name is Sean
Oh,
Fitzgerald.
do you?
Oh, I know him all right. That's me nephew, the idiot responsible for the stacking of my hay cart. Was he killed by the car?
Oh, no, but he has been abducted.
Well, that's a relief now.
Aren't you going to look for your nephew?
What for? From what you say,
What?
it's too late.
Well, you could report the matter to the police.
Better not. Besides, what could they do?
Well, they could mount a search.
They have only the one bicycle between them. In a question of superior acceleration, I put me money on the Ferrari.
I think you ought to know exactly what Sean has gotten himself into.
I'm not sure I want to know.
But you're his uncle, his own flesh and blood.
You're right, but what can I do? If I'm not here to guard it, some idiot might try to climb the haystack. What a moral dilemma. Stay here and guard this potentially lethal agricultural construction, or to go off in search of the prodigal nephew, the very man responsible for said hazard? It'll need some thinking about.
Why, there's no problem.
You're right. Why didn't I think of it before? We'll demolish the
Violent.
haystack.
You don't have to demolish the haystack to go look for Sean. I'll stay here in your place and warn anyone who's silly enough to climb it.
Marvelous. I think I should start me inquiries in the bar.
Well, that went well.
He strode off in the direction of McDevitt's bar. leaving me to contemplate the stack of hay. The stack of hay stopped, short of the top of the wall. Even if I stretched as far as I could, the wall was out of reach. What I needed was a slice or two of Alice's Wonderland.
Okay. Your portrait has some wire. Hint 1, right. Ask the poacher about his wire. Okay, the poacher puts the wire down. Right, okay. Wait for the butcher to have one of his teaser fits and grab the wire. What? How was I meant to figure that out?
Almost as if he'd sensed my intentions, the old derelict snatched the wire from the table.
Will you leave it alone, man?
Look,
Just going for it now. 1 second, sneeze a fit.
As soon as the old guy looked away, I grabbed his piece of wire. I couldn't see anything obviously wrong with the machine. I figured it must be the wiring. I used all my knowledge of electrical engineering to examine the plug. It was impossible to return the switch to its original position.
Okay. Can I do it this way then? Boop. Boop. Okay, boop. Boop. Yes! Whoop whoop! Oh, I really should stop drinking energy drinks.
I replaced the fuse with a piece of wire. I knew it was dangerous, but I was desperate enough to disregard everything I knew about standard safety precautions. Excuse me, Mr. Leary. I fixed your glass washer, no problem.
Bingo! And a blessing to all the saints. A free half pint to that man on the house. Now, could you take a look at the beer pumps?
Well, I guess so, but I'm not making any promises.
If you can't fix them, I'll have a riot on me hands.
The pumps are in the cellar, right?
That's right. You'll find a flashlight down there somewhere.
There's a cat there.
I pushed the lever and heard the grating of metal, but nothing appeared to happen.
Escape.
I lifted the trap door, and an overpowering smell of stale beer rose from the cellar below. I looked down on a stone-tiled floor, way too far to jump.
Excuse me.
There was a nasty feeling in my guts I usually associated with light opera. It was Khan. What's the problem?
Did you see what happened here a few minutes ago?
What was that?
A man was involved in an unfortunate accident.
I didn't see anything.
What about the boy?
He doesn't know anything either. The kid, well, you know how it is in these rural communities. Not enough genes to go round. I prayed McGuire had the sense to keep his mouth shut. Was the guy hurt bad?
He's been taken care of, but he thinks he dropped a small parcel. You didn't happen to find it, did you?
If I had, I would have taken it to the police.
Of course.
Thank
Thank you.
It was impossible to return the switch to its original position.
I'm talking to you now.
Hey, McGuire,
What?
have you seen a guy dressed as a clown?
You're in Lochmarn? They all dress like clowns.
The man I'm looking for is a dangerous psychotic.
Jesus. It's just like that film I saw. There's this clown, see? And he's after this kid who saw him kill a guy.
No
He
one
tries to
believes him.
warn the sheriff, only no one believes him. Then, while he's in the tub, the clown cuts him up with a chainsaw.
My God, that doesn't sound suitable for a kid like you.
Who are you calling a kid? I'm 25.
Yeah, right. You're not a day over 14.
Oh no, it's 25 that I am. Married with a car and 3 kids. 10 kids if you count the
Yeah,
wives.
let's
Give me your hand.
Get lost.
Oh, come on, I just want to show you a little trick.
No way, mister. I don't do tricks. Father Mahoney told me I'd burn in hell if I did.
I just want to shake your hand,
All right.
that's all.
No way.
See you later, kid.
Okay, mister.
Now I could see. I spotted Mr. Leary's flashlight easily. Then I noticed a flash of light. Something sparkling beneath the
just
open
grab
trap
the gem.
door. It was Peagrim's gem, all right. A large, uncut blue stone. I guess I was already under its spell.
Did you find it?
What?
Whatever you was looking for.
Yeah. Listen, McGuire. I want you to keep this to yourself.
No problemo. Just chuck us up a crate of lager.
No way. You're not old enough.
We can sell it and make some cash.
Forget it, kid. I couldn't betray Mr. Leary's trust.
I could, for sure. That old misery guts deserves it.
If you want to do me a favor, keep a lookout for that guy in the suit.
Okay. But it'll cost you a packet of chips.
Oh, and shout if you see that Ferrari. The faucet creaked, coughed, and spewed out a stream of rusty-colored water. Maybe not.
Okay.
I shut off the faucet as tight as I could, but it kept on dripping.
Let's go back upstairs. Let's talk to you.
Excuse me.
Yes, sir?
I found your flashlight.
So I see. You'd better keep hold of that until you fix the pumps.
Okay.
Look,
Let's
I
see-
gotta be
Let's look
going.
at the pumps now. Right. Okay. Anything else I can click on? All you need to do is fix this here.
It was impossible to return the switch to its original position.
What have I got that I can use to fix it? No, with the hand buzzer work? Diamond? I know. I'm an idiot.
The slow drip of water barely dampened the towel. The faucet creaked, coughed, and spewed out a stream of rusty-colored water. I held the towel under the faucet and soaked it with water. I shut off the faucet as tight as I could, but it kept on dripping. Maybe not. It was a rectangle of toweling, printed with the words, Nagopa. The towel was soaked through with... It was a large blue gemstone. It was the barman's flashlight. Maybe not.
Okay, so now I've got the bar towel. Soaking wet.
The slow drip of water barely dampened the towel.
That's not what I want to do at all.
It was impossible to return the switch to its original position.
Okay, I'm bored. Okay, the wall going. Any more hay? What do you have that could make handy steps? Pull the lifting tool from the hole. Pull the lifting tool into the hole in the wall. Alright, okay. I need to try to fix the pump.
It was impossible.
Okay, so I don't actually need to do that then. So I don't actually need to fix the pumps. Just break them.
I inserted the end of the lifting key in the mortarless crack and gave it a firm shove. It remained lodged in the wall, jutting out to form a step.
There's a little goat there. Hey, goatie.
The rope by which the goat was tethered had become tangled on the old plowshare.
I'm going to need to do that so he wouldn't knock me down when I try to go down here. I didn't mean to do that at all. You can do it down here because I've trapped the goat. Hey. Guy in the gem. I met cars, so the ghost is looking at his own for his baby goat for a moment. I thought it was going to be incredibly awkward. Get past, but the end is pretty simple. Yep. Oh, what have I got here?
As I dipped my fingers into the soft white powder, I realized what it was. Plaster of Paris. I'd used it in kindergarten to make casts of animal paw prints.
What are you?
The statue was too heavy to lift. It overbalanced into the sand. As I swung the stone upright, I noticed it had left a pattern of holes in the sand. I placed my fingers in the 5 impressions left by the fallen stone. It was weird. They fit perfectly. I sprinkled the plaster on the sand until the holes were filled.
Use a wet towel, and there we go.
The trickle of water was quickly absorbed by the plaster. I eased the solid piece of plaster from the sand. Underneath, it had formed a perfect copy of the
And
statue.
bang, in it goes.
I placed my fingers and thumb into the holes in the wall.
Nothing else
Nothing
left,
happened.
is there? Oh, okay, so, yep. Let's take the die that we've cast.
The hardened plaster cast fitted snugly into the 5 matching sockets. There was a soft thud, then silence.
Away we go. We are expert. Woohoo, that puzzle wasn't so hard. I think it wasn't exactly much. And I got his flashlight, haven't I? That's not good. That even back in Paris.